Good morning, students. Let us continue with our trigonometry topic. One last concept was left out in the trigonometry. We will be dealing that topic in these two videos now. Now, the concept in this video will be, if it is of the form a sin theta plus b cos theta, what will be the maximum value of this entire expression? Maximum value of this entire expression will be square root of a square plus b square. Whenever your expression is of the form a sin theta plus b cos theta, its maximum value will be square root of a square plus b square, and its minimum value will be minus of square root of a square plus b square. These two things I want you to remember. If it is of a sin theta plus b cos theta, maximum value will be square root a square plus b square, and minimum value will be minus of square root a square plus b square. Clear? Let us see sums on this. Now, first sum is express 2 sin theta minus 3 cos theta in the form of r sin theta minus alpha, where r greater than 0 and alpha between 0 and 90. And b1, hence solve the equation 2 sin theta minus 3 cos theta equal to root 2 for theta between 0 and 360. How do we do? In AS level completing squares also we did the same thing. This should be expressed in this form. So what did we do there? And over here also the same thing. That given thing should be equated to that one. So this thing is equal to r sin of theta minus alpha. Clear? So in the last video, it's of the form sin a minus b. In place of a, theta is there. In place of b, alpha is there. What is sin a minus b formula? It is sin a cos b minus sin b cos a. Clear? Now multiply with r to each of them. So it becomes r sin theta cos alpha minus r sin alpha cos theta. And on the other side, what do you have? You have 2 sin theta minus 3 cos theta. What did we do in completing squares? We compared. Here also we need to compare. Before sin theta, what do I have on left hand side? 2. On the other side, before sin theta, what do I have? Here it is sin theta, so the left out part is r cos alpha. Clear? Same way, compare cos theta terms. Before cos theta, what do I have? Minus 3. On the other side, what do I have? Cos theta is here. Before it is minus r sin alpha. So cancel minus and minus. I have got two equations to find r and alpha now. Clear? Now how do I get alpha? The first thing is divide. It's r sin alpha equal to 3. Divide by r cos alpha equal to 2. I am dividing these two. So what gets cancelled? R and R gets cancelled. So what is left? Tan alpha equal to 3 by 2 is 1.5. So alpha equal to tan inverse of 1.5, which I get is 56.31. I will get other value for alpha also, but he said alpha should be between 0 and 90. That's why only one value for alpha I considered. Is it clear? Now how do I get r? Always follow this. To get r, I want you to do square this and add. Always follow this. It will be easier. So if you square this, 4 equal to r square cos square alpha. And if you square this and write over here, it becomes 9 equal to r square sin square alpha. Now you add these two. So what does it become? 4 plus 9 is 13 equal to, take r square common. You get sin square alpha plus cos square alpha. That means r square equal to 13. That means r equal to root 13. I get here plus or minus, but in the question it's given r is greater than 0, so I don't consider the negative sign, so it's only positive root 13. Am I clear? I got both alpha and r. This method you should follow, no other alternative. This is the best method. Clear? Now look at B1 now. Okay, final step we need to write. R is root 13 and sine theta minus alpha means theta minus 56.31 is the final answer. Am I clear? Now look at B1. Hence solve the equation this one. If I take this and try to solve it directly, I won't get. In trigonometry, I have been telling you, first bit result must and should be used in the second bit. So in place of this left hand side, what can I write? I can write this one, which is root 13 sine theta minus 56.31 is nothing but root 2. Right? So I send root 13 to the other side. So what do I get? Sine theta minus 56.31 equal to root 2 by root 13. So it's sine, it's positive. Where all is my sign positive? It's positive in first and second. So how do I get an angle in first quadrant? First quadrant you get it directly, equal to sine inverse of root 2 by root 13. How do we get an angle in second quadrant? 180 minus sine inverse of root 2 by root 13. Clear? So answer to this you get is 23.09 and to this you get 156.91. Clear? These are my theta minus 56.31 values. To get theta value, send 56.31 to the other side and add to each of it. So now theta equal to 23.09 plus 56.31 or else 156.91 plus 56.31. So here I get 79.4 and over here I get 213.2. So these are the values of my theta. Am I clear? Let us see one more sum of this type. Now look at next sum. Express 2 cos theta minus 3 sin theta in the form r. This time I have cos theta plus alpha where r greater than 0 and alpha lies between 0 and 90. Give the exact value of r. Clear? We'll do the B1 later, we'll see. Now for the first one, what do I do? This in the form, right? So we equate, that is the first step. So it is 2 cos theta minus 3 sin theta equal to r cos theta plus alpha. Next, I need to apply cos a plus b formula. In place of a I have theta, in place of b I have alpha. So cos a plus b is nothing but cos theta cos alpha. In cos it's the opposite way. So if here it is plus, I get minus here. Minus sin theta sin alpha. Fair enough? Yeah, what is the next step? You multiply with r. So it becomes r cos theta cos alpha minus r sin theta sin alpha. And the next step is comparing. Compare. Before cos theta, what do I have? This side 2. And on the other side, what do I have before cos theta? I have got r cos alpha. Clear? Now compare sin theta. Before sin theta, I have minus 3. And on the other side, leave this sin theta. I have minus r sin alpha. Minus minus gets cancelled. Now again to get alpha, I need to divide. So r sin alpha by r cos alpha equal to 3 by 2. Am I clear? Again, it's similar to the first sum. RR gets cancelled, I get tan alpha, which is 1.5. So alpha equal to tan inverse of 1.5, which is 56.31 is my alpha. Clear? Now how do you get R? As I told you, to get R, square each and add. So square it, how much you get? 4 equal to R square cos square alpha. And if you square this, how much you get? 9 equal to R square sin square alpha. Add these two. Let me write here R square. So 4 plus 9 is 13 equal to R square cos square alpha plus R square sin square alpha. What can I take common? I can take common R square. What do I get in the bracket? Cos square alpha plus sin square alpha, which is 1. That means my R value is root 13. So you need to write the final step. Final answer is root 13 times of cos of theta plus 56.31 is the final answer. Am I clear? These kind of sums, follow this method. It's easy. Now let us think about B1. Now what do I have in B? Hence solve the equation, this one equal to 1.3 for in between 0 and 360. Always in trigonometry, first bit result must and should be used in the second bit. So in place of this, I will be writing this one now. So which is root 13 cos of theta plus 56.31, right? Equal to 1.3 is given. So make cos the subject, so theta plus 56.31 equal to 1.3 by root 13. Here I have cos, it's a positive. Where all is my cos positive? It's positive in first and fourth. How do I get an angle in the first one? Directly, theta plus 56.31 equal to cos inverse of 1.3 by root 13. How do I get an angle in fourth quadrant? Using 360 minus cos inverse of 1.3 by root 13. Clear? If you place in calculator, this value you get is 68.9 and this value you get is 291.1. To get the value of theta, these are theta plus 56.31. So to get the values of theta, you need to send 56.31 to the other side, or else subtract 56.31 from each. So it becomes 68.9 minus 56.31, or else 291.9 minus 56.31. So this you get 12.6 and this one you get 234.8. These are the two values of theta which you got. Our second bit is done. Am I clear with these kind of sums? Thank you.